Thanks for listening to today's episode of Medical Device Global Market Access by Pure Global. Today, we explore a crucial certification for medical devices in Europe, CE marking. This mark, an abbreviation of Conformité Européenne, is a mandatory requirement to sell or market medical devices within the European Economic Area, or EEA. The EEA encompasses all 27 European Union member states, plus Iceland, Norway, and Liechtenstein. The CE mark signifies that a device complies with essential health, safety, and environmental protection requirements as detailed in key European legislation. For most medical devices, this means adherence to the Medical Device Regulation, often referred to as MDR 2017/745, and for in vitro diagnostic devices, it's the In Vitro Diagnostic Regulation, or IVDR 2017/746. These regulations came into effect, establishing a modernized and more robust regulatory framework. Understanding the process to obtain CE marking is vital. It begins with device classification. Medical devices are categorized into 4 risk classes: Class 1, Class 2A, Class 2B, and Class 3. This classification is based on the device's intended use and its associated risk profile, and it dictates the necessary conformity assessment pathway. Next, manufacturers must implement and maintain a quality management system, commonly known as a QMS. This system, often aligned with the ISO 13485 standard, is essential for ensuring consistent product quality and ongoing regulatory compliance. Comprehensive technical documentation is another cornerstone. This involves compiling a detailed technical file that includes information on the device's design, manufacturing processes, risk management activities, clinical evaluation, and evidence of compliance with applicable standards. The conformity assessment procedure varies by device class. For higher-risk devices, specifically those in Class 2A, Class 2B, and Class 3, a notified body is required. Notified bodies are independent third-party organizations designated by national authorities to assess the conformity of certain products before being placed on the market. They will audit the manufacturer's QMS and review the technical documentation. For lower-risk devices, such as Class 1 devices that are non-sterile and have no measuring function, self-certification by the manufacturer is usually sufficient. A clinical evaluation report, or CER, is mandatory. This report provides documented evidence demonstrating the safety and performance of the device based on clinical data. For manufacturers based outside the EEA, appointing a European Authorized Representative is a requirement. This representative acts on the manufacturer's behalf within the EEA. Once these steps are successfully navigated, the manufacturer must draft and sign a declaration of conformity. This legal document formally declares that the device meets all applicable regulatory requirements. Only then can the CE mark be affixed to the product, its packaging, and any accompanying documentation. The obligations don't end once the device is on the market. Ongoing post-market surveillance is required. This involves actively monitoring and reporting on the device's performance and safety throughout its life cycle. The benefits of achieving CE marking are significant. Primarily, it grants legal access to sell and market medical devices across the entire EEA. Furthermore, the CE mark often enjoys recognition beyond the EEA, which can facilitate entry into other international markets. Crucially, it demonstrates that the device has undergone a rigorous assessment for safety and performance, thereby enhancing patient safety. It's important to note some specific situations. Custom-made devices and devices intended solely for clinical investigations or performance studies are generally exempt from CE marking requirements. However, manufacturers must always ensure ongoing compliance with the regulations, which includes diligent post-market surveillance and periodic recertification as needed. CE marking is an indispensable gateway for medical device manufacturers targeting the European Economic Area. It's a comprehensive process, but one that ultimately ensures product safety, performance, and broad market access. If your company needs assistance navigating the complexities of CE marking or other global market access challenges for medical devices, we encourage you to check out Pure Global. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.